Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about news regarding Shin Megami Tensei 3 and Shin Megami Tensei 5. So in recent news, we have gotten a lot of new information actually regarding Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered, and we have gotten some news, some rumors regarding Shin Megami Tensei 5. I didn't think about making a whole video about it, but it looks like we might potentially be getting Shin Megami Tensei 5 first quarter or maybe second quarter, just to other financial news that we have gotten that has been confirmed in the past, but we don't 100% know for sure if SMT5 is going to be releasing first or second quarter of next year, but we have not gotten an official release date for that game yet, and it's not technically something we can roll out. It might be something that does happen here soon. We're just going to have to wait on more news about that. But let's go ahead and talk on to some things we have 100% confirmed and brand new things we have for Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered. So we have a new line of videos coming out from Atlus. From their website, you guys can go and vote on the thing called the Demonic Compendium. It is a video release series that they're going to be doing based off of the demon popularity poll that you guys can do. We're going to talk about more screenshots for this game and what version of Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne we're going to actually be getting remastered. If you guys didn't know this, there's multiple versions of Shin Megami Tensei 3, just like there are for Persona 4 and Persona 5. There's the royal version, there's the golden version, there's different versions of the game that get remastered that have new characters and more places to do, more things to see. There's technically more content in the later versions. So we're going to be talking about what version we're going to be getting actually remastered for Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD. But let's jump right into this here, the Demonic Compendium. So alongside an update, the first chapter of a series called the Demonic Compendium has been released. The first video introduces demons for the following 10 races: Fairy, Angel, Fallen, Yoma, Snake, Beast, Jirai, Brute, Feminine, and Knight. So we can get a little peek at what these HD remastered beasts are going to be looking for this game. The second chapter will be released August 6th, and the final chapter released August 7th. So it's not too late to go ahead and vote there yourself on Atlus's website. You can go ahead and do that there on their official website. So go ahead and do that if you want. But let's go ahead and take a little peek at what some of these are actually going to be looking like. And yes, technically we've actually already seen a lot of these mastered monsters. We've already seen some of these monsters technically remastered and further, Persona games or further Shin Megami Tensei games. Technically, they just recycle their older monsters for their newer games. We've already seen what they've looked like full HD. Something like Persona 5 Royal has most of these monsters in there, and they're already highly textured and remastered. But that's not the argument here. It's what do these guys look like on this game? What are we going to be seeing? And honestly, I do not think this is too bad. I think this is actually pretty good compared to screenshots of the older game. This actually looks pretty nice. This isn't like Persona 5 knives. It's more like Persona 4 on Steam. It looks more like that compared to some of the other Shin Megami Tensei games and Persona games. This looks more closely towards Persona 4 Golden on Steam, which honestly, it's pretty good. This isn't something that's so bad that I can't possibly play it, and we have some combat here as well. It looks good enough to me, and honestly, it looks very nice for an HD remastered. You can tell how much they actually put effort into this game, and it actually looks really good. And I'm ready to play this, honestly, because not all of the creatures and monsters are going to be exactly the same from other games. I've already seen a few here that look different or that I have not seen before, so we are going to be seeing new stuff. It's not just going to be recycled stuff that we've already seen in future titles, so there's a lot of cool things here that we're going to be able to see, and a lot of cool things here we're going to be able to, see in full HD. Now, this isn't going to be models that were made from HD. They're more or less just upscaled and updated textures on already existing models, but overall that looks pretty good. I'm not going to watch all of those or watch the whole videos. You guys can go ahead and check those out for yourselves. I'm trying to make this stuff as easy as possible for you guys, but yes, there'll be 3 videos. You can go ahead and vote for 2 of the other ones. It's August 6th now, so 2 of them are out, but you can vote for the one for August 7th. But let's move on over to other news for this game. New HD remastered high-res shots, story, character bios, and gameplay overviews have also been shown as well. And like I said before, there has been different versions of Shin Megami Tensei 3. So there's certain versions of this game that we are actually getting, or a certain version of the game we are getting actually remastered. So this game is based on Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne Remaster Chronicle Edition, which is basically the biggest version of the game. It's like Persona 4 Golden, it's like Persona 5 Royal. It has all of the new available content in the game. Basically think of it as DLC. It has all of the added DLC onto it. Obviously there wasn't internet then, you couldn't buy DLCs or update your game. This is basically the most power-packed version of the game, and we have seen these pictures before once already. We've already covered that, but yeah, it looks better, the lighting's better, it's in full screen resolution compared to that, that tiny screen resolution. It is in 1080p, side by side. It's stretched longer. The textures look better. Like I said, it's not amazing, but it's a remaster from an older game. It still looks a whole lot better compared to what it had been before. And one thing I didn't notice from before is look at the UI. They actually looks like they've actually completely stripped them out and put new ones in, which look a lot better, which I failed to mention last time, but it looks a whole lot better. But basically, we're getting the Nocturne Remaster Chronicle Edition. That's the version we are actually getting remastered. The guest character that appeared in the Chronicle Edition will appear in this game as well. I'm not sure if that is Dante or not, or who that is, or if that's just another character. I'm not 100% sure because I never fully played this game. I've seen some gameplay, I've played a bit of it, but I did not play it all the way through and beat it. But that is most of the news we have so far for Shin Megami Tensei 3. Other than that, we have a gameplay overview, we have some character bios for this game as well, and honestly, a lot of these pictures do look pretty damn good, just from gameplay and just from seeing this game in general. Some dialogue options we can see here, bigger HD renders of the actual characters themselves. So here's protagonist, of course, there's him in his streetwear too. More gameplay, of course, and like I said, look at this UI. It looks a whole lot better. This user interface is nice, the buttons are there, it looks so much better. I mean, this could be a modern game just from the UI alone, but that's pretty easy to remaster, that kind of stuff though, isn't it? But more screenshots here, more of the side characters, more of the people, you end up running into a lot, more details about them. There's actual full on just stuff you can see here. Protagonist, classmate, proud, competitive. So if you've never played this game before, you can actually get to know a lot about these characters here on these websites. Chief Technical Officer, major telecommunications company of Cybers Corporation. So we can see more in depth what these characters are like, and just get a whole good rendering of what they actually look like in the game. The homeroom teacher protagonist, so we have that going on there. This man here, writer for an occult magazine, so that's pretty cool. Nice designs, honestly. This one here is the most creepiest one I think I found so far, compared to all of them. Two mysterious people dressed mourning in atmosphere. More stuff here. And yeah, basically just talking about the game. We know it's turn-based, we've seen this stuff before, but we actually can see more of this stuff here, leveling up and whatnot. I think we've seen some of these screenshots: interrogation, fusion, growth, change events, degree of difficulty, which we've seen before. We know that merciful one has been put in there, because this game's too hard. It's too hard for Westerners. Hell, this is something that you actually have to download as DLC, like we talked about in our last video, but yeah. Look at this man peeking, by the way. Look at this dude. This dude's always creeped me out every time I've, run across him. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap up this video for the most part, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content. I will keep you up to date on more SMT news, Persona news in general. Like always, guys, go do their polls. Go check out Atlus's website if you want to be a part of those polls. If you have certain demons that you would like to see put into some of these videos, and 2 of them are already out, so I recommend watching those. If you have not already, they're pretty cool. They look nice. The monsters look pretty dope, pretty sick. And yeah, I think that's for the most part going to be wrapping this video up. Thank you guys for the support. As always, I appreciate making these videos, and I love making them. They've honestly done super great. I did not expect them to do this good, but yeah. Thank you guys for just supporting my content and just being a watcher. As always, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.